This one's made by Jesse Peretz. He made Our Idiot Brother, which I thought was fine. But he's also made a lot of TV. A lot of TV. That pretty much seems to be his bread and butter. But what's kinda interesting is that his movies don't really feel like TV shows. They feel like legit movies. Usually that sort of thing bleeds over, at least a little bit. But in his case I don't really see it. Anyway, my point being, I like his stuff. He's a talented guy. And then we have Hawke and Byrne, and we're off to a good start. What I didn't expect though was for this to be so British. It's a surprisingly British movie. Like, just the general vibe and humor, I guess. Even with Hawke, who's very much not a Brit and doesn't play one. But Byrne really Brits it up. And I think she's brilliant in this, to be honest. This might be my favorite performance of hers I've seen. I've always liked her, but she's never really stood out that much. In this though, she shines. I mean, she outshines Hawke, and that's not exactly easy. He's good too though, and he plays it kinda casual and doesn't really do anything crazy. Oh, and this is a rom-com, and it does a lot of the usual stuff you'd expect from a rom-com, but the whole setup and the way they build the story is kinda interesting. I mean, it's not mind-blowingly different or anything, but it's not exactly your average cookie-cutter setup either. Hawke plays an old, mysterious rock icon who pretty much disappeared 20 years ago, and Byrne plays the girlfriend of his biggest fan, played by Chris O'Dowd, who's also pretty good in this. And when I say biggest fan, I mean a guy who's obsessed to an unhealthy degree. He basically worships the man. And things go from there in a pretty funny turn of events. Now usually when movies deal with musicians and music, the original music is pretty good. Sometimes fantastic. Like take Frank for instance. The band in that, the whole act, is basically a joke. But the music is still legitimately good. Or take A Star Is Born. The music in that is very solid. Well, in this one, and I'm not 100% sure it's intentional, but I'm pretty sure, the original music is pretty terrible, which just makes it funnier. The soundtrack on the other hand is great. I liked it a lot. And overall, the movie reminded me of some other movies, but I couldn't figure out why, or which ones, until the credits rolled, and I saw it's based on a novel by Nick Hornby, and all of a sudden everything made sense. All that Britishness and the humor just made sense. And if you don't know, he's written a lot of stuff, like Brooklyn, Wild, An Education, but he's probably best known for About a Boy and High Fidelity. And you can clearly see the parallels between this and High Fidelity. And yeah, the writing is pretty damn sharp. And the dialogue and the characters basically keep the whole thing afloat. That being said, it's not that remarkable of a movie. It's good. I liked it quite a bit. But it's not amazing or anything. It's still a rom-com, but a pretty funny one. And one with maybe less rom than com. And the comedy works more often than not. And the romance stuff works. It feels authentic and kinda effortless, to be honest. And I really can't find anything bad to say about it. Well, in the interest of fairness, I guess his whole family dynamic got a little more convoluted than it needed to be. But that's pretty much it. It's a good movie. The acting was great, and so was the writing. The direction was kinda unremarkable, but it definitely got the job done. So would I recommend it? Yeah, absolutely. Check it out. Or don't. I'm not your baby daddy.